Hey people, the Intrigued 3v3 faction war. This is Calderis Refinery and Tyranids versus Orks. For the blue Tyranid team we have two Hive Tyrants. First up is Floid, and here we got oLev. These guys stomp through objects and cannot be suppressed with powerful disruption, support and offense, beginning in melee combat with a basic synapse. I shall call you Eusebio and Ricardo. Alongside and rounding off this blue Tyranid team is Centzontotochtin with a Lictor Alpha, a melee specialist who can infiltrate and disrupt, some powerful offense and a bit of support too. Red Orks. Brawler is a Kommando knob infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins in ranged combat with a twin link shooter. Is he going to chuck a stun bomb on these fellas? Nope, he's going to shoot them. Already having a grand old time over there. That's the Death Skulls elite scheme. Alongside is AssMan with a Warboss, also rocking the Death Skulls elite scheme. This guy walks through objects with fierce melee combat, supports, disrupts, smacks your face. He knows how to Warboss. And rounding off the teams is Broodwich with a Mekboy, a teleporting hero that fights in ranged combat, puts out some good damage and has a bunch of orky gadgets. Being pressured here by Floyd's Hive Tyrant, Eusebio. And on the west side, looks like the Orks are pushing through against Ricardo. Lost a bunch of health, must have been caught by sluggers and a bunch of Dakar, I guess. Maybe a stun bomb in there too. Hormagaunts of Floyd though are on that power node. Can be tough to hit the power on this map, but he can get through. Typically earlier on where there's not so much squads like defending their powers. Warboss gets away, having used his stomp. Lictor Alpha is on the prowl. Found some shooter boys to start poking at. And by poking at, I mean stabbing through the chest with those insane looking talons the Lictor Alpha has. Warrior Brood on the way for Floyd, also for Centzontotochtin, and oLev already has a Warrior Brood on the field. What is your secret, oLev? Why have you got one already? I don't know, I guess the others built the power. Hive Tyrants over here having a tantrum. Meanwhile, west side, stun bomb means a bunch of dead Hormagaunts. Warrior Brood happy to charge in on these depleted sluggers though. It's double shooters all the way down for the Orks. And they're decapping the blue team's natural. And they're grabbing that contested power too. And they decap this wreck point. Good play by Broodwich on this eastern side. Warrior Brood up here for Floyd. Any of them have barbed stranglers? Nope, they're all in their default melee state. That power melee damage with a leap into combat. Any war gear? Yes, seismic roar, rending talons on the way for Floyd. They're grabbing the Orcs natural. Here comes the Warboss. He's not happy. Might see him stomp those guys to get them off the cap. Was it enough? It was enough. Got them far enough away. Looter's going to set up right in the face of Ricardo, the Hive Tyrant, with that big old death gun. Looks like the Commando's gone melee mode with an assassin's knife. And better combat kit on the way, gives him more energy, more health to do all of his sneaky orky stuff, like assassinating and tripping people over. There's a seismic roar, got in amongst the looters. Might be a dicey place for the Warrior Brood though, because there's more looters. Oh, these are the looters. That was a mech. Lots of suppression, and Warrior Brood dropped a model. They might wipe. Sluggers on retreat path with burners. Oh, that's so close. They're really bad at chasing those sluggers, so can't do much to that last model. Warboss might go down. It's a lot of melee, and down he does go. Broodwich now trying to angle inwards. This is AssMan's Slugger Boys. Grabbing that VP 436 to 455. Some late termagants out here for Floyd to replace the termagants he lost. And a Ravener Brood for Centzon. I feel like it's a pretty late Ravener Brood coming in. Looter's already up. Burner's already in. Dropping models, I guess. Looks like all this stuff is going to get away. Warrior Brood with that Synapse backlash on kill, since they are a Synapse creature. Sneaky looters. Oh, they didn't unsneak themselves in time to mess up that Hive Tyrant, but they are suppressing the termagants. We have a Barb Strangler Warrior Brood for oLev. And the Hive Tyrant with Rending Talons here too, doing some good work. Extended Carapace allows him to charge through. Sneaky Commandos on the way with some stick bombs. And they can chuck him on his double termagants here maybe. They should still be sneaking, I think. They might get suppressed. Oh, they dodged it. Through sheer luck, I think. The War Banner is being torn apart by the Hive Tyrant. Looks like the Kommando used his energy on Assassinate to take down a Warrior Brood rather than chuck those stick bombs. Makes sense. You're forcing oLev to spend power to reinforce those guys. Got a decent power bash though. Took out 2 gens. And decap the VP. That's good play from oLev. 422 to 455. Where's the Ravener Brood? Here they are. These guys can burrow underground, do a bunch of shenanigans, and shoot you pretty good too. Single cap here for the red Orc team. Broodwich, a little bit depleted though. Lost those looters along the way. Still has the death gun on the mech though. Is that the... yeah, there's the bodies of the looters there. Hive Tyrant is going to get away. Hormagaunts on the flank. Mekboy needs to D-set up before he retreats. Can't teleport again. Oh, he can. There he goes. Looks like maybe going to set up in time. Yep. Going to take a lot of damage this close. Sluggers came just in time. That was a matter of inches, but they do take down the Mekboy still. What is this? It's Termagants and Warriors fighting a Warboss. Lictor Alpha's in there too. Any war gear for this guy? Nope. Both Hive Tyrants with their extended carapace and their rending talons. Players starting to think about their tier 2s. Broodwich is gone. Uh-oh, sluggers here being forgotten. And down they go. Those were Brawlers sluggers. Got a level 2 Kommando, almost level 3. I bet they've thrown the stick bombs and everything and it's been really fun. What is this? Looters. Gonna maybe die. Hormagaunts are good chasers. Pop the banner there. 393 to 443. Lictor Alpha gets the decap. Can they grab this contested power? Do they care? oLev is decapping the wreck point, which is good for him. Good Barb Strangler shot there. Hit both squads. And with the Rending Talons, much more dangerous for the Sluggers to try to force their way in to the back lines towards the Warriors. I mean, they've already got to contend with the suppression. If you get hit flush by those Rending Talons seismic roar, it's a bad day. And these guys just had a bad day. Falling over in fountains of blood as they did. Only one Slugger boys on the field. Down goes the Warboss. And a power bash from the Tyranids. I feel like the Orks started quite brightly, but they've taken some losses here at the end of Tier 1 and the beginning of Tier 2. Weird boys all around maybe. Already have one for Broodwich. Ed Banger is a pretty apt description, I think. I'm liking it. 393 to 362. There's your triple Tyranid cap. Can the Orks break out? They've got looters doing their thing. There's your seismic roar again. Ricardo runs away. Almost takes down the node. Nearly. Kommando gives chase. And these guys don't have their toxin sacks to cripple him. So gets in amongst the Warrior Brood. Maybe they should have tried a shot on him. I think it would have been ready. Here come Hormagaunts to just get in his face, I guess. Trip a shot to stun that Warrior Brood model. And got one. Kommando got a model there. Still chasing in a bit too far. Breaking out on the east side too. Hormagaunts kind of hanging around. Weird boy being super fast because of Warpath. Gives him more health too. +2 speed, eh? It's like Corn Worship for Orks. And grants 20% damage resist. It used to buff your melee damage ages ago. But they changed it up. Could get a bit insane if you like had a knob squad with Warpath and then buffed them with user choppers or something. So they toned it down. Death Dread on the way for Brawler. That's a zap from the Weird Boy there, but it's run out, so it's not going to jump. Do have a weird boy from AssMan. Some late tier 2s on these Tyranid players here. Really late tier 2s. Feels like 9 minutes or something. I mean, I'm not timing it. But that felt like a really late tier 2. Weird boy gets the decap under fire. Then runs away. Yep. I thought maybe he'd turn to get a shot off and then run away. Here comes Eusebio. Charges in. Did not use the seismic roar though. Because I think it's... doesn't tell me. I think it's only 45 energy to use the roar, I think. So if you're level 2, you can charge and then use it pretty easily. Oh, that was a foot of walk from AssMan's weird boy. Doing some good work against those Raveners too. Can they melt them on retreat with Daka? Is there enough Daka? Very, very close. Wow. How do you have 2 models on 15 hit points? Are you secretly Marines? 347 to 268. Pretty frantic start to tier 2. We have double Tyrant Guards from oLev. Very fun to see. Also one from Floid. And Orks can struggle against those guys. They don't have plasma weapons. They have to run in with power melee or just try to dagger them to death, which is tough when they've got super heavy infantry armor and can go into shield wall mode. I guess you can get some tank busters and some beamy def guns and stuff. But yeah, it can be tough to deal with. Here it comes. It's a big boy. Death Dread coming in. The mech, your custom force field is not going to save you against the Tyrant Guard, I'm afraid. Death Dread will do some good damage, and here comes Sluggers. Got some power melee weapons. Doing some really good damage to this Tyrant Guard. Remember when I said it might be tough to deal with? Turns out enough Daka, enough smacking, and he'll get it done. Those guys superbly dodged that seismic roar there. That was amazing. 287 to 268. The smartest sluggers you ever did see. That Tyrant Guard needs to heal up. Here comes Centzontotochtin. Nothing out yet in tier 2. Does have some Lictor Alpha war gear though, but he's back in base with Toxin Miasma and the Toxic Cysts. Orks are on the power. Sluggers are running riot. Look at these Termagants getting wrecked. Completely forgotten about them, I think. Centzon for a second there. Wiped out some of them. You saw the Sluggers using their Swamper mobility, which gives them damage resistance and a bit of speed. This Death Dread is a big problem. Big problem. 260 to 268. Hive Tyrant gets knocked back by the custom force field there. Tyrant Guard is ready to rumble. Just saw an electroshock grubs onto the Death Dread there. And Hive Tyrant is smacking around the Mekboy in melee, not where the Mekboy wants to be. Trying to kick him. Don't think it's going to work out, buddy. Well, the Orks certainly responded after a shaky end to tier 1, eh? Weird Boy's making a big difference. Death Dread doing some really good work. Tier 3 for Centzontotochtin. Who needs tier 2 stuff? Warboss getting crippled. They have swapped natural VPs here. What's going on this side? Oh, Tyrant Guard of oLev falls. Still has one. Tank Buster's doing a good job here. Down go those shooter boys. 230 to 268. Tyrant Guard charging out. There's a barrage. Didn't quite get it in the right place. There's your tier 3 oLev getting another Tyrant Guard up. I approve of this. Stick Bomb's doing some really good work there. Charges through. And we might see a good seismic roar here. Look at this. Oh, this is just a special attack. There we go. There it is. And then runs. Because Stick Bombers, these fellas can actually hurt you in melee pretty well. Zap on some Termagants. Weird Boy chucking his walking magic at stuff too. They're really determined to get this decap, these fellas. Bless them. Level 2 Lictor Alpha. How far off are we from big stompy monster things? Little ways yet. Maybe they'll go for a Neurothrope or something. Triple cap for the Tyranids again. Orks could not sustain that pressure. Warboss has a power claw now. And spiky armor. And a boss power. It's pretty bad news to fight that guy, in other words. Lictor's straight on that central VP. Can they hold their natural here, or will it flip to a triple red cap now? But none of these factions are particularly great at holding position. Great at breaking through. But can they hold it once they get there? We've seen triples flip 3 times now, I think. Tyrant Guard is going to get swarmed. It's a good special though. Does have some support now. Zap goes into there, and the Mekboy, sorry, is suppressing those guys. There's his shield wall. Double death dreads from Broodwich. Floid needs some assistance and needs some anti-melee. Here comes Centzontotochtin, still waiting for something big and stumpy in tier 3. Have they made the right choice here? Going for this early tier 3 with nothing in tier 2? Or has it set the Tyranids back too far? VPs are still very even, and here comes the first Carnifex. Floid with a Neurothrope on the way. Which can do some work. You don't need to have like heavy infantry around to get a Neurothrope. Still does some great AoE stuff. Tyranids formation. Oh, it's a good hit. It might knock the Warboss off the cap too. It did. Doesn't knock the Mekboy off it. And now he's just going to fight whoever was around him when he landed. Like a true Warboss. Puts hard boys on himself. Now runs away. And Floid the Hive Tyrant, well, Eusebio, Floyd's Hive Tyrant is going to get on the VP there. So it's going to be a 2-to-1, I guess, if they can hold the mid here. oLev's come over to the mid. Borrow strike. It's a good one. Look at that disruption. Hell of a thing. Not much they could do after that. I don't think they could have held it anyway. Lictor's here with a death gun. And can they get another triple flip, the Tyranids? Tier 3 for AssMan, tier 3 for Broodwich. Brawler's the last player to go tier 3 here. There he goes. Carnifex has gone for Thornback. These boys got bombs. That's a lie. I don't know where those descriptions come from, but they're often wrong. I don't think the modders know where they come from either. I remember at some point Lulgrim, the old modder, being very confused as to where they pull that text from. I'm not sure if they've worked out where the text comes from now. Tank Buster Barrage misses everything. Death Tread went down over there. Orks are on the natural again. It's going to be so close. 138 to 148. Warboss is pissed. I think he's pissed off that he's only level 2. Gets a kill there. Level 4 Kommando, level 4 Mech, level 3 Hive Tyrant, level 3 Lictor, and a level 3 Hive Tyrant. Double cap for the Tyranids. But I think they're going to lose the mid here. Meanwhile, oLev piling on the pressure. I'll get stunned by a triple shot. Tries to charge away. I think. That was weird, but does get the Seismic Roar. It seemed like they drop energy. Maybe I was just seeing things. But looked like an energy drop that they were going to try and charge while they were stunned. Nob squad on the field for AssMan. But a Thornback Carnifex will do decently well. It's still going to need support. Warboss went down, you know. Line next to the Lictor Alpha there. Double cap for Tyranids. Kommando's trying to grab this back. And still gets the decap somehow. It's close enough. Here comes the Nob squad. Now they can take on a Tyrant Guard, that's for sure. oLev needs to get these guys out of here. And does have a nuke available. They can stop this cap. Something's on the mid. It's the Mekboy. Oh, on the rocks. Trying to dodge it here. but just decided to retreat instead. What is this? It's a couple of Death Treads getting some repairs. And they've built up this contested power completely, thanks to Floid. He had tons of requisition, I guess. I still have 2 here, says Broodwich. Well, kind of. It's mostly Floid you're fighting right now. Lots of Daka. Level 5 mech just saunters away. Taking big hits from that Carnifex. Maybe the Termagants can get it. It's going to be tough though with the Weird Boy there. That's a good foot of Gork. Oh, it didn't go off. What happened to him? Was it this guy? I think it was this guy. 2 Nob Squads on the field now for AssMan. Where's that second one? They're just hanging out. The first one, I don't think they have any upgrades. Decided to get the second one out first. Warboss cracking skulls. Then gets knocked over himself. 138 to 55. Tyranids with a single cap. It's going to be a chaotic finish, I think. Brawler with a looted tank on the field. Floyd getting pushed back a bit. That's electroshock grubs. Can the Tyrant Guard take out the Death Dread? It can, but I don't think he can take 2 of them out. Eusebio's down. So is the Lictor Alpha still. Warboss has been repurchased, as we saw, or revived or something. I hear a rocks. Here it is. Down goes. Something big seemed to go down. It wasn't the Carnifex though. Carnifex is here. Did oLev have a Carnifex already? Here's Floyd's. oLev is getting another one and another rocks. Tyrant Guard goes down. Not sure why that second rocks went in there. Seemed to be a little bit of a waste. Just very, very angry at those Tyrant Guard, I guess. Level 5 Kommando. There's that tripper shot. It's got some good range on it. It's like shoots you in the knees or something. Triple Orc cap here. There's been so many triples. Usually you don't see this on Calderis. Orcs versus Tyranids just is like that, I guess. Just madness. Carnifex versus Death Dread. Carnifex should win, but it's very low. Started the fight pretty low. And it's a level 3 Death Dread. You know what? Death Dread's going to take it. Levels matter, and so does the amount of health you have at the start of the fight. A well-timed Warp Vomit. Annoying the Hive Tyrant here, Eusebio. 61-33. Tyranids are on the mid, but so is a Nob Squad. Don't think they've got any upgrade. They've got their Nob Leader. They are being suppressed over and over again. Fighting some Rippers. Carnifex is a Barb Strangler for oLev. Trying to get a decap. But it's tough. 2-to-1 cap for the Orks now. Oh, killed that fella. Oh, that was the Kommando trying to fight him. Just stop him shooting the thing, I suppose. How did he get stunned? Oh, the stick bombers. 23-33. I don't know if the Nids can push the mid with a Warboss and double knobs there soon. What's this? Slugger's going into base, gonna die. Might have just been to keep them pinned back there. 13-33. Can they get on the mid? Or don't have much time. Nob Squad are pushing in. Maybe oLev can make something work on that natural. They are running low on time though. Another Carnifex on the way for Centzontotochtin. Looks like the Orks are going to grab it. It was very close. Just had that final push at the right time with the knobs out as well. These guys were going ballistic with Ard Boys and user choppers at the end. Tense stuff. We had a level 4 Hive Tyrant. Level 3 Lictor Alpha was down for a while. And a level 4 Hive Tyrant again. Level 5 Kommando had some fun, didn't he? The tripper shot was doing some good work. A level 4 Warboss. The very scary Claw. And a level 6 Mekboy. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Big thanks to these players for taking part in the faction war and Impregnable, who hosts such events. I'll see you next time.